Well, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, June 30th, last day of the month, 2025. Welcome to the live trading room. Of course, glad you're all here. Hope you had a nice weekend. Lovely weekend, not too hot wherever you are. And here we are for a brand new week. It's going to be a short week this week, just trading through Thursday. We're off the 4th of July. Here is Friday's trading. Um, got into a bit of a hole in the morning, but was able to bring it back even in the afternoon. Came back in the afternoon and traded, which was open to everyone, and got three nice trades in the afternoon off of this drop that we had. Let me let Gene in. So it was a big, huge arc here on pricing. And then the market went up end of the day, back up, making record highs here. So let's move on. We closed, or SPY closed at 6:15:14. I believe we have a gap play this morning. Yes, we do. So the gap's going to be the gap and fill will be at 6:16:39. 6:16:39. And currently, let me get up to the current price. Is at 6:17:31. So we've got a little less than $1 to close the gap and fill. It will be a put trade. If we come down to that price, it will be a put trade. And let's head over to the option chain. I am trading today's expiration. You can trade tomorrow's expiration, or you can trade with Keith. Keith will let you know what he's trading here in a minute. We've got 1.237 million already traded or pre-market trading from the weekend. So pretty good volume, but what we'd expect for a weekend's worth of trading. And I will start probably at the 6:16 on the call side and 6:19 on the put side. And let me let a couple of folks in. Here we go. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to Mr. Keith for the morning report. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, last trading day of June and also last trading day of the second quarter here today.
Hmm.
We have a Fed member speaking at 10 o'clock today. Have the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index at 10:30 today, and have two bond auctions at 11:30, the 3-month and the 6-month bond auction, and another Fed member speaking at 1 o'clock today. So that'll be it. So we may have a pop today with the one Fed member speaking. We'll see. Um, Again, a short week today. No trading on Friday for 4th of July. I will be trading Thursday's expiration, the 3rd, for any trades today. And I think that's about it for me here.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Appreciate the report. And just a reminder that we want to have 20 cents between each of our hash marks on each of our charts, so that we're looking at the same size candles from day to day. It's just a way that we set up our charts, and we make sure that we do this every day. We've got a couple of visitors so far this morning, which means we'll be doing some teaching today. So I want to welcome several new people who are checking us out. Appreciate you being here. And if you have questions, you can always put those into the meeting chat for us, and we will get to those. And we have less than 30 seconds to go. The markets are obviously up, and I'll let you know what those are as soon as we get into trading. There's 15 seconds. Let's make it a good week this week. There's 10. All right, stand by, folks. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's the bell. We are in. Price pushing down initially. We usually let the first 5 minutes of the market go by, just get a feel for it. Unless there's just a huge breakout in that first 5 minutes, we tend not to take a trade, so we kind of let that first few minutes of craziness go by, let the market maker kind of find a path for pricing. Okay. Now, for new folks who are just joining us today, every morning at 9:15, we run a orientation video that lasts about 6 or 7 minutes. Kind of gives you a feel for our layout and what we look for in terms of indicators and trades. And we'll go through indicators today. We first want to get a couple of trades down, um, and then we'll talk about our indicators. And we're pushing down. So back over on the option chain, let's see here. Yeah, I'll still be at the 615 on the call side and the 618 on the put side.
In general markets, the Dow is up 195, Nasdaq's up 73, and S&P's up 17. 2.6 million underlying of SPY traded.
There we go. Price still pressing down. Remember, the gap fill is 616.39. Okay, got price continuing to move down. So we'll keep an eye on that 618 on the put side, 618 strike put.
We're getting close to that gap fill.
Yes, it is. Volume ups just went over 3 million on the underlying trading. Price having a bit of an issue getting down any further. Price starting to rebound a little bit. Let's see if it's done with this direction. Always have to be careful on this first trade. We'll often get direction like this, only to be surprised by a quick reversal. Markets are up, as Keith indicated.
I put a pseudo supply zone at the top of that first 5 minute candle.
Okay, let's do that. Price about to hit the gap fill. All right, we've hit the gap fill.
I'm gonna try to get in on this.
All right, stand by on the 618 on the put side. The price is hesitating here a bit. I'm going to hold off here a little bit. Did you get into that, Keith?
I did.
Okay.
Got in for 401.
Boy, lots of volume coming in. Every minute's above 100,000. You can see on our volume subchart here in the upper left. While we're waiting for this trade to work out, I'll give a quick orientation. So our upper left chart is a regular 1 minute chart with a volume subchart. That's the upper left chart. Below that is a 5 minute chart, regular 5 minute chart with a MACD study below it. That MACD is one of our indicators, and we use the 5 minute chart to do our zones, place our zones on. And then the lower right is another 1 minute chart, but it's in Heikin-Nashi mode. And Heikin-Nashi mode is a little different than regular in that it averages price over a couple of candles, which gives us basically a smoother trend. Helps us see that a little bit more smoothly. And then the upper right is just an instance of active trader. It's how we can get in and out of trades. So that's just a real quick orientation on our layout. Oh, let me turn on my camera here. There we go. All right, so price is kind of bouncing off of VWAP. VWAP is our purple line here in the upper left chart, stands for volume weighted average pricing. So it takes into account volume when figuring out the exact middle of pricing. And it's also a zone. We consider it a zone.
And we do have a demand zone in there.
Yeah, we do. Okay. Let's go ahead and add that in. here on the bottom. Price beginning to come down again. So we've got a demand zone and a pseudo supply zone in right now. It's just a pseudo supply zone because it's just based on the high of the first 5-minute candle.
Got a nice crowd in here this morning.
Yeah, we do. Appreciate everybody coming.
Tim, do you mind repeating again? You mentioned there's a gap fill this morning. What that meant again?
Sure. So gap play, gap fills at 616.39 today. Whenever the opening price of today or opening price of any day starts out higher or lower than the previous day's high or low, we have a gap. And that gap fills when price comes back to either be below the high or above the low of the previous day's trading. And that's what we call the gap fill and trigger.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right,
This
price.
one, the wick crossed below it, but the body of the candle did not.
Yeah.
That's it. Come on down.
All right, guys, going back to that 618 on the put side, 618 strike put. I'm going to go ahead and enter the 618. There we go. Got in at 235.
Just don't want to stay below that gap fill.
Mm-mm. Just got to break through here.
Oh, come on.
Come on down. All right, price is inching its way down now. We're in a put trade right now. We have filled the gap.
Oh, come on, get down there.
Come on, push on down. There we go. All right. Stand by to take some profit here. Come down a little bit more. Come on down. Not that direction.
No. The other down. That's it. Come on, get down there. Come on down.
All right, stand by to get out of this trade. Come on down.
You move that demand zone down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put the supply zone at the second and third candle.
Sounds good.
Come on, bounce off there, come back down. And we've got about 4 minutes to the pop at the top, if there's going to be one.
Okay. I'm going to move the supply zone down.
Tim, are you still in your put?
Still in the put. All right, so we've got a real supply zone and a real demand zone in fairly close. We're still in this put trade here.
That's it. Come on down.
Getting close to the pop at the top. Well, relatively.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go. I'd like to be out of this before that.
No.
Come on, get down there.
Kind of stuck between the two zones right now.
Yeah. And fairly narrow trading since 9:35.
Mm-hmm. When we get out of this trade, we'll talk about the zones for our visitors. All right, we're less than a minute from the pop at the top. All right, coming up here. 2, 1, boom. We're in the pop. Got some volume coming in. Looks like we're trying to push down here, which is good. Let's get through that demand zone.
Nah, come on, get down there. Well, that Friday's high has really acted as a support here this morning.
Uh-huh. Just needed to break out of this and break down through the demand zone. So we did have a pop, a little bit higher volume at the pop, not a lot of price movement, but increased volume. So there was a pop at the top. Now, for those of you who are new to us, a pop at the top is something we've noticed over the years. Is that at the top of the hour we tend to get a move, a higher volume, and a bit more price movement than normal. Can be based on news or a report that comes out, or sometimes it's based on nothing at all. It just happens. But most days we get some sort of move at the top of the hour, and we've called that the pop at the top. And we've got 9,100,000 traded on the underlying. The Dow is up 163, Nas up 47, S&P up 14. But price for us is just kind of moving inside the two zones right now, not really moving a whole lot. I would expect a lot of retail traders to be off this week, Keith.
Yeah, particularly as the week goes on, it's, I think, going to be slower, but yeah, I've had good volume this morning.
Yeah, we sure have.
There we go. Come on down.
Close to crossing 10 million.
Come on, get down through there.
Now, for folks who are just joining us, we are in a put trade. We're not normally in a trade this long, but price is really kind of moving slowly this morning, so it's taking extra time for this trade to work out.
There we go. Come on down. Come on. Don't be shy. Try to just get like 12 cents on this if I can.
Yeah. Yep, now it's settled for 10.
Come on. Come on. Get down through there.
The market maker tried to break out price there at 10:06. You can see the higher volume that happened there. 10:06 was a definite move down. Just ran out of traders.
The market's just moving as fast as my cat who's asleep on the couch behind me is moving. Come on, get down there.
So we're really just stuck in a long, messy middle. Big consolidation period. So let's talk about zones here. These are part of zones are part of our two indicators that we use. The first indicator is our MACDs, which are the gold and blue line below the 5-minute and below the 1-minute Heikin-Ashi chart. Let me open that up a little bit more so you can see it. There we go. And basically how this works is whenever price gets to a point, stops and reverses, we call that a price agreement. You can see that on the 5-minute chart right here. Price came down, stopped, reversed, and went up. And we mark that and we call that a demand zone. It's the bottommost zone. You can also call this support and resistance. And then whenever price comes up, stops, and reverses, we mark that as a supply zone. And that's coming down. All right. All right, stand by to get out of this trade. Bouncing off a VWAP, which is often what it does. All right, come on down. Come on. This is being a stubborn trade, Keith.
It is indeed. Some would even say it's persnickety. Come on. Let's get down there. We had some slow zones last week, but nothing this slow.
Yeah.
Wonder if they have the junior market makers in charge this week.
Yeah. All right, again. All right, I'm getting out of this trade. I'm out. Out at 192, 135 to 192.
What were your numbers again?
235 to 192.
235. Okay.
Yeah. Now, going back to the zones. Now, the reason we mark these zones is that often price comes back to these zones over and over again. As you can see, price has just been bouncing back and forth within these zones pretty much all morning.
Come on down. Come on down. Hmm.
So what we need is for price to either break out above or below, preferably below for Keith.
Yeah, that would be preferable.
But we use stops in our trading, and so I was well within my stop. So that is the good news. So we've got 11,800,000 traded on the underlying. Got the Dow is up 144, Nas up 49, S&P up 15. But no trends. Now we trade breakouts and trends. We haven't had really anything this morning other than there was a bit of a breakout in trend in the very beginning when Keith got into that trade. I got into it a little bit later, but it just didn't go through. But now we've got price moving down nicely.
Come on down through there.
Get some nice volume on this push down. It's going to work out for you, Keith.
Maybe so. Come on. Come on. One came close but didn't fill.
Hmm.
Came within 3 cents of filling.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't quite get there. Come on. Come on. Get back down there. That's it. Come on down. Oh, come on. Get down there. Just didn't want to do it. No, come on. Come on, get down.
So price continues to just move between the zones. Got to a nice low, got pretty close to filling Keith's put trade. Of course, I jumped out up here when it got into my stop. But just not getting any breakouts. That was looking like a breakout there at 1021. Nice volume coming in, but just couldn't quite break loose.
That's it. Come on down. Come on, down you go. Break through there. Come on. Definitely getting some lower volume 1 minute candles in here too.
Mm-hmm. So VWAP has traveled all the way through our supply zone, is now in the middle. We've stayed well below VWAP all morning, except for a couple of times when it peaked out, when price peaked above VWAP. Price moving up again toward the upper part of the range.
Come on, bounce off of that. Get down there.
Price usually struggles to get through VWAP. It's pushed through pretty easily on this candle, but we'll see where this candle ends up. Just extremely slow morning this morning, folks. So we're an hour in, a little over an hour in. We got 13,444,000 traded on the underlying. And waiting for my broader markets to come back up.
That's it. Come on back down.
All right, got Dow is up 134, Nas up 47, S&P is up 14. Not a whole lot of change there. We're at record highs right now for S&P and NASDAQ, according to CNBC. Keith, do you still have those puts from last week?
I closed 70% of them out on Friday when the market dropped.
Okay.
I still have a few contracts left in there. Again, that's for Wednesday's expiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean I lost those. I just sold it today.
Did you?
Yeah. Just let it go.
Yep. Price coming down again.
Been in this trade almost an hour now.
It's got to break out here sooner or later.
Come on down.
May look at scalping the reversal here, possible call trade. If price turns around again and heads back up, I would be at the 615 on the call side.
Come on, get down through that demand zone. There we go. Come on down. Come on. Come on.
There you go.
Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. There we go.
Did you get it?
I did.
Oh, right.
10 cents on that. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was painful.
Yeah. But you stuck it out and got it. A lot of volume coming in on this candle, reversing it. So you got that just in time.
Yep.
The doji.
Got a doji in there. Yep.
Price continuing down. It's a nice breakout. Trend going now.
Yeah, I'm not certain I'm anxious to jump back in on something though.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, for those people new trying to see what's going on here today, this is not a typical day.
No, not at all. All right, I'm going over to the 615 on the call side. Stand by on the 615. I'm going to go ahead and get into the 615. I'm in at 194.
Kim,
Yes.
uh, so in the active trader, how can I move, I mean, my range? I mean, what happened? Okay. So like if I need to move that, like up or
Well, you can just grab it on the actually, Keith, can you answer that?
For getting in or out of a
no,
trade.
no, like I mean, so I'm already in. So now if I need to, so right now I have like 20 20 cents and 30 cents stop. So now if I need to move up to like 25 cents, so now how can I do that?
But just grab it on the you see where it shows up on the ask side where your order is.
Yes. So in the screen is showing like like a range type ask side.
No, on the right side of the sort of the option chain on active trader, if you have an order in there, say you have an order in there for 427,
Yes.
you should see a red box there with how many contracts you have for that.
Okay.
Just grab that box and you can either move it up or down. Left click on it and move it up or down.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yep.
Let me see.
And if you're trying to get in on a trade and it doesn't fill, if it passed you by, you can click on that box and either drag it up or cancel it and reorder it or re-enter a new trade.
Okay. Thanks.
If you're just trying to move the whole price thing up or down on the right side in the column of the active trader,
Mm-hmm.
there's a little dot. It's just below 179, 178 where the price is right now. If you just left click on that, you can move the whole price thing up and down if that's what you were looking to do.
Okay.
You
Just
see
No,
it
try.
over there?
he was trying to move an order up and down, not the amount that moves.
Okay.
Tim, it's not moving your way here.
No, it's not. Come on, get back up there.
I guess technically we could move that demand zone down a little bit. It's not a great agreement.
Yeah. Come on up. Come on up. There we go. Get on up there. There we go. Break on through. All right, so we're moving our demand zone down a bit. There we go.
B12.
Come on, get on up there. All right, stand by to get out of this trade. Price heading back up here a little bit.
Come on, that's not up.
Nope. Keith, you in this trade?
No.
Okay.
Went down yesterday to visit my daughter and son-in-law and granddaughter, and ended up babysitting the granddaughter while they went out to a movie.
Oh, that's nice.
And that granddaughter was moving at the speed of light compared to this. Oh my goodness.
uh, yeah, I hear they do that.
Yeah. She's like 19 and a half months old, and we had a good time. We had a good time.
That's great. Nice being a grandfather, isn't
Yep. Yeah, just had put her down to bed. Boy, she zonked out quick. Then the
it?
stupid smoke alarm went off.
Oh no.
Never phased her. She
Really?
she was out like a light. Just did like 7 beeps and then quit. I think we had a doji there.
Yeah. A little bit of reversal here. It's got to break up here. Still got Dow up 107, Nas up 34, S&P up 10. We are up at record levels here on S&P and Nas, and it's hard to push past that and continue up.
Yeah, but a lot of times when we hit those record levels, it does pull back a little bit, and it just really hasn't done that today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tim, I hate to leave you on this, but I need to get moving.
Okay. It is 11 o'clock, folks. Still in this trade. I'm going to stay in this trade until
We only
we.
had one trade today, up 10 cents.
Okay. You knew, and you earned it.
I guess.
All right, my friend.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Okay. Take care, Keith. Boy, just really not getting much movement this morning. So we'll stay in this trade, until it either comes out positive or we stop out. Obviously, going to be doing more trading today. Not that direction.
Okay, I'm out from this trade. So
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Ashim, take care. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. There we go. Starting to get a little breakout here. All right, stand by to take profit on this. Get back up there. I'm going to take profit on this. 194 to 202. All right, here's what I'm going to do, folks. I need to take a lunch break, and I will be back at 12 o'clock, 12 noon Eastern. So I'll be back in a little less than an hour, and we'll continue trading. Okay, I'll leave everything up.